All right, guys, our latest defense cookie. All right, Kouign-Amann has been released, and here we go. We got her up to level 50 because we had to do a little bit of testing on her costume here, but let's get her up to level 75 now. All right, and get her, skill leveled up as well. All right, because she definitely doesn't do much damage without it. But let's get to her skill. So skill, Paladine's Way is a 12-second cooldown, which is really, really good. She'll be able to use her skill quickly in the beginning. And then after using the skill, Kouign-Amann Cookie channels the power of the light, enhancing her regular attack. They deal light tap damage and extra damage whenever she gains an attack speed buff. Kouign-Amann Cookie will also increase the attack speed of the 2 cookies with the highest attack speed and make her allies resistant to attack speed debuffs. And on top of that, she's going to increase the light type damage dealt by other cookies. Right? When the skill's duration reaches its end, Kouign-Amann Cookie will gather the power of the light and perform a powerful attack, partially ignoring the target's damage resist with the swing of her sword. Having no fear of defeat, Kouign-Amann Cookie will increase her damage resist and regular attack speed whenever she gains a debuff. While Kouign-Amann Cookie is using her skill, she will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects. All right, so here we go. A little bit of a long, numbers, but stronger regular attack. This is when she uses her skill, okay? She is going to deal 342.7% of light damage of her attack, and extra damage per attack speed is going to be 22.5%. And attack speed, she's going to get 25% attack speed for 8 seconds, and this only stacks up to 1 time for 2 of the cookies with the highest attack speed, all right? And then attack speed debuff resist is 50%. It's not an immunity, all right? It's not an immunity, but it's a 50% for 12 seconds, and it stacks up to 1 time. So it doesn't seem like the Frost comp is going to get completely countered, but it definitely is a lot. 50% is a lot, all right? Light type damage, 20% for 10 seconds. Light strike damage is 707.9%, ignores 17.5% of target's damage resist. Pretty good. And then regular attack speed, all right? So we get 4% for 8 seconds, and it stacks up to 10 times. So we're able to get a total of 40% attack speed by just doing regular attacks, all right? And on top of that, she has the 25%. And Paladine's Way damage resist is 12.5% for 15 seconds upon gaining a debuff. And it's going to stack up to 2 times, which means that she also gains 25%, all right, damage resist whenever she gets a debuff, which is pretty easy inside of the arena right now. So, all right, let's get into now a little bit of promotion here. Let's get her up a little bit. And here we go. There's step 5. I literally did not get any for any ascensions. So 5-star promotion is where I'm going to keep it. And here we go. Let's get into, instead of going there, we're just going to go to the dragon here. We're using 5-sitting raspberry, damage resist, no cooldown, attack speed, and attack. So let's get into it. And of course, you can use the whistle too. I'm just using it for the testing so I can use her skill a little bit faster, but here we go. So we got the 90% from this. We're getting additional 40% from this. All right. Oh, wow. When she uses her skill, her auto attack becomes pretty darn insane. So regular auto attack right now with full sitting raspberry is around 30,000. Once you start using her skill, it becomes like 100,000. All right. I mean, as a tank, she's a defense. She's not even a charge. As a tank being able to do this fast seems pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I mean, she seems promising within the world exploration as well. I mean, not the best, but still, it seems like she's gonna work out pretty well. So now, all right, we gotta test her out in the arena, of course. Alright guys, so I'm not gonna lie, when I was testing Kouign-Amann Cookie as well as Madeleine Cookie during the live stream, I really couldn't find too much answer because of the fact that Stardust Cookie would just kind of just ruin everything, and the timing and the toppings that I had currently on some of my cookies did not, allow me to figure out a team that really worked out too well. However, after getting out of, the live stream and doing some more testing, I was actually able to find out some other ways to kind of figure this team out. And it might work out. I don't know if it's going to be the thing, But let me just show you guys two teams that I've kind of, figured out with Kouign-Amann. One is definitely better than the other, but it is going to be with, just a regular standard one. I don't really like this one just because of the fact that, again, it's, Kouign-Amann just being used instead of capsaicin. And it's another one where, Stardust is actually not used. And we are going back to the original idea that we had, but it is going to be with the Enchanted Robe with Kouign-Amann and Madeleine, but using a little bit of a different topping setting. All right, so the first one that I'm going to share with you guys, the Kouign-Amann as well as Stardust, Moonlight, Hollow and Pure Vanilla with the scroll instead of the Enchanted Robe, is that the topping setting for Kouign-Amann is going to be just full on solid almond. All right, focusing on the damage resist as well as the attack speed. This is going to be the same for the other one, but you guys can tell that we have 5 Swift Chocolate, we got 5 of the Juicy Apple Jelly for Stardust, and then we got the regular toppings for Moonlight, and then for Pure Vanilla is also the regular toppings with 3 of the Swift Chocolate, 2 Solid Almond. The thing about this team is that you're literally just using the regular team and just putting Kouign-Amann in there if you don't have someone like Wildberry, Werewolf, as well as someone like Capsaicin. How good is it? It's pretty good. Do I recommend it over Capsaicin? Not really. If you have Capsaicin leveled up, it's just a way to use, Kouign-Amann along with someone like, Stardust as well as Moonlight to just kind of, deal some extra damage, get some attack speed buff going. And the attack speed, you can put it on Pure Vanilla or you can put it on any of your DPSs. But this is just an okay team. As you guys can see on the screen right now, it's an okay team. It works out pretty well. But is it going to be the best answer for Kouign-Amann? I don't think so. I really think that Kouign-Amann shines really, really well when you guys do use her with Madeleine Cookie, especially with his Magic Candy. Of course, I'm going to be uploading a separate video for Madeleine Cookie's Magic Candy and different teams that you might be able to use. But with the Enchanted Robe, as well as the scroll instead of the whistle, and alongside Madeleine Cookie's Magic Candy, Kouign-Amann really does so much damage when used with this team. So the topping setting for this team is very simple as well. I think this one is actually easiest to build out of all of the teams that I've shared. And it is going to be Hollowberry with 5 of the Swift Chocolate, of course, damage resist as well as cooldown. And then we got Kouign-Amann, no extra cooldown. We kind of thought that, we needed her to have a 3-second start. But it doesn't really matter. Everything is going to have a 4-second start. So we have 5 solid almond with no cooldown. Just focusing on the attack speed, as well as damage resist. And then we got Madeleine here with the, Magic Candy, focusing on damage resist. And then attack speed, as well as attack gear. And then we got Moonlight here. A bit different. And it is going to be 5 of the solid almond. And we are focusing on the damage resist, as well as no attack speed. And very little cooldown. And the less and less cooldown that I have on Moonlight, it's actually going to work out a bit better because of the fact that Moonlight will not use her skill until Stardust Cookie hits her. Of course, there are going to be times that, that won't happen depending on the team you're versing and things like that. But, it allows Moonlight to tank Stardust Cookie's, Sign of the Star, hit, as well as provide the weakness debuff that you kind of needed for Madeleine as well as, Kouign-Amann to deal a ton of damage. So after Stardust uses his skill, and after enemy Moonlight uses her skill, because of the fact that Kouign-Amann and Madeleine are not affected by the Sign of the Star, they just literally just deal insane amount of damage getting rid of the enemy DPSs because they are not using solid almonds right now. Just by Moonlight taking the Sign of the Star debuff, it solves a lot of the problem. Of course, I still don't like the fact that, Sign of the Star is getting rid of Madeleine as well as Kouign-Amann's just buffs completely, but it really just solves the problem when Moonlight is the one taking the Sign of the Star debuff. And then with Pure Vanilla, actually going with 5 of the solid almond as well. And, just being a bit tankier, all right? Of course, you can go with a mixture build as well, but it just works out better with the topping setting and the skill rotation in order for, Pure Vanilla to provide the heal whenever it's necessary. So around, 6.8% is what I've been working on, and it seems to work out fine. I don't know what the exact, number is going to be, but this team definitely, of course, it is using full on solid almond for everybody. but it definitely works out way better than the teams that I've tried out during the live stream with the topping setting. Of course, the team was the same, but Enchanted Robe allows, you know, Madeleine and Kouign-Amann to just deal so much light damage and just provide insane DPS quickly. So this is what I've come up with so far. I don't know if this is going to be the answer again, but this was the team that, you know, the #1 player within the pure vanilla server was using. It seemed like, you know, what we actually saw during the live stream as well. So I tried to figure out the toppings, and that's what I came up with. Again, I don't know if it's the answer. I will share with you guys a specific team and the topping featuring this once I do find out the exact topping setting that is going to be the best. But definitely I have to say Kouign-Amann is going to be a pretty darn good cookie. For PvE, of course, she does work out, but there are better PvE cookies as well. However, within the arena, it seems like, you know, partnering her up with Madeleine is really going to bring back the Atk-Spd Comp in a little different way than we kind of expected it to happen, all right? So definitely for PvP, I feel like Kouign-Amann is going to bring a different era of the arena meta. And also within the Cookie Alliance, I think she's going to be greatly used as well alongside Madeleine Cookie. But again, PvE within the world exploration, you know, she's good, but she's not also going to be the best. But for a first review with the full solid almond, I would say Kouign-Amann Cookie doesn't disappoint too much as our latest epic defense cookie. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.